Hi, my name is Brian McVerry. I'm 25 years old. I'm a material.
Hello, my name is Nicole. I'm 20. Wait, do I say my full name?
I'm sorry.
Hello, my name is Nicole Poweleit. I'm 26 years old and I am a graduate student at UCLA studying microbiology.
My name is Josh Lee. I'm 30 years old. I'm a molecular biologist and I study heart disease.
Hi, my name is Brian McVerry. I'm 25 years old and I'm a graduate student at UCLA. I'm also a materials chemist. No, also? Okay, okay.
I think that fulfillment of knowing that whatever you do, even it's minuscule, you're working towards somewhere. You're making a difference, however small. And I think that kind of purpose really separates this job from others.
I am a microbiologist and I study how microbes interact with their environments.
I use stem cells and make them into heart cells, and then use them to either treat disease or model disease.
So as a materials chemist, I design new materials to convert seawater and wastewater into fresh, hopefully drinkable water.
I did not always know that I wanted to be a scientist when I was a kid. For a long time, I wanted to be a new thing every day. I wanted to be a firefighter or a novelist or a professional athlete or whatever seemed interesting to me at that particular point in time. Once I got started doing lab work, I realized that I really enjoyed it, both the lab work itself and also the intellectual challenge of trying to solve different scientific problems and design experiments and go through that process. And so having that experience working in a lab was really what encouraged me to go into microbiology as a career.
I did not always want to be a scientist. Until I was 6, I really wanted to be a cop. That was my favorite profession. But I always liked science. I always, go to the labs. I always liked going to labs with my parents. Both my parents are actually researchers in China. They work in the research institute. So I think my interest in science really started at that time.
Originally, I'm from Orange County, California. I grew up near the water, always loved the water, went to school in Santa Barbara, where we had the water right near campus. My parents, they owned a small business growing up, and they didn't really push me to become a scientist. They allowed me to do whatever I wanted to, but I did really enjoy playing with Legos, and that might have spiraled everything into what I'm doing today. I ultimately decided to pursue being a scientist instead of a doctor. I actually enjoyed what I was doing in the lab more than some of my classes. I really enjoyed learning about how these molecules actually build the world around us.
One of the really cool things about my research now is that many of the microbes that I'm looking at have never been imaged before, and so the things that I'm seeing are totally new, and it's something that I'm seeing for the first time. And being able to see those things for the first time really validates what we think as scientists and the way we envision the bacteria and what they're doing, and it also helps give us new ideas of new things to study.
I think science in general, why I enjoy it is the learning aspect first. So you learn, always do background research, you read papers, and that kind of shapes. There's always the eye-opening moment where, oh my God, this is like this, right? This is wonderful. This is how it works. So the initial learning, then a spark of creativity, and then rigorous planning and then rigorous work, and then once you get it, that's really fulfilling because you took it from beginning to end yourself.
I love being a scientist because I get to work on my feet. I get to generate my own ideas. I get to research my own ideas, so go up and look at the literature about those, see if they're feasible or not. And I get to go and try those ideas out in the lab, and hopefully I can make an impact.
I think there are a lot of ways to leverage the things that we've learned about microbes and use those in a positive way to increase people's quality of life.
My favorite aspect is that, there's two layers, I guess. One is, of course, professional. I think stem cell has very, very huge potential. It can change the world. So for me to work on this and be able to be part of this is very exciting. On a personal note, my grandpa died of heart disease, heart failure. he himself is one of the motivating factors for me going to grad school. He always urged me on when I was a little indecisive about taking the plunge. And for me personally, studying heart disease, and that's to effectively treat it. And because my grandpa died of this disease, it does definitely I have a lot of personal stake in it to see other people who suffer the same way have better options.
Yeah, it's nice to be working on something completely new. You get to kind of follow your own dreams and not somebody else's. So when making something new though, is that there's not much literature or there's not much research on the field in the past. I really like it, really like working on new stuff. Sometimes I get discouraged because you fail a lot, but when it works out, it's nice. You're kind of a pioneer, it's kind of cool.
If we're doing just a little bit, collectively, you can solve such a big problem and have such a big impact on the world. And I think that is really, really inspirational. So even if I'm toiling away on my research, I know if I just do my part, I'm part of a grand scheme that can change this world.